Lovely, wonderful people. The Chief Justice of Nigeria in the eye of the storm, as retired justice rises up against him, saying, "Tell Nigerians the truth. What is really going on?" They question the nomination of 22 new Supreme Court justices, saying, "What are their qualifications? Who are these people? And why must they be included?" In fact, things are beginning to spill because money is involved. You know, when money is involved, now things they happen. So money does join this matter now. So people they former justice they come and say, why you they give her? Who it be? Which what be qualification? Things like that are beginning to come up, and everybody's just looking and wondering what the next line of action will be. Chief Justice of Nigeria, OLUKAYODE, is right now in the eye of the storm because the retired justices are saying, you must tell us the criteria, their qualification, and why they must be the one. And I mean, what has justified it for them to be nominated? There are other people who should have taken over this position. Let's get all the details. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Judges, retired justice, question nomination of 22 judges, justice for the Supreme Court. Call on OLUKAYODE to have a thorough review. Now, some senior serving judges and retired justices have questioned the nomination of 22 justices for the Supreme Court appointment. Late Nigeria recalled that the list was released by the Federal Judicial Service Commission last Thursday. A senior justice who spoke with Vanguard on the list said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu may be heading towards direct confrontation with a wider section of senior members of the Nigerian bench. He said, never in the history of Nigeria has appointment of Supreme Court justices been politicized. Right now, the executive is taking over the judiciary, and this is not acceptable at all. Another justice said the case of North Central Zone, where the son of a former Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, was slated as a priority, while a senior justice with over 15 years experience in the Court of Appeal is placed as reserve, is contradictory. They have politicized things. The justice added that the strongest of the ongoing process is that the South slot, where the people adjourn as a very best, is cautiously penned as reserved. But why? Sources that spoke with the platform noted that during the processing phase, the justice placed as priority was not shortlisted among the 4 that were sent to the FJSC. The source asked the question many in the judiciary circle are asking: how did someone who did not make shortlist suddenly emerge as priority over and above people who have been adjourned to be the best, who have served 15 years and more? The source disclosed that the South, the justice placed as reserved, was the priority candidate in 2019, but was dropped then because he was considered to be too young at 53. He added, how did he suddenly drop 4 years when he has been rated so highly? Anyone who wants to check the quality of the justices can go to the Law Pavilion, which is the electronic law report, and see which justice of the court appeal has the highest ratio. The person placed as reserve has the highest ratio. Why? In the Northwest, some justice wondered how Justice A.B. Guba was dropped from the list, despite being the number 1 on the list of justice from his zone. In the Southwest, the source said a justice who was a reserve candidate in 2019 is still on reserve list, while a justice who has never been shortlisted before is placed as priority. If not urgently addressed, some senior members of the Nigerian judiciary fear that the low morale of the cadres of the judiciary system will get worsened. The executive is taking over. OLUKAYODE must rise up now and uphold the integrity of who we are. We cannot politicalize what the justice system in Nigeria has become. They are completely infringing into our ranks and they want to take over our justice system. We must not allow this to happen at all. So this is what is happening, my lovely, wonderful people. Everybody is beginning to look at it and they are asking the same question. How did we get here? Just how did we get here? You can see for yourself that the justice system of the country seem to be in shambles. These are senior judges and retired justices raising a concern that the judiciary system in Nigeria is becoming compromised, where justices are beginning to, for you to be appointed, it has to come from the presidency, which ought not to be so. Tinubu is infringing himself. And funny enough, OLUKAYODE, who should yes, he was appointed, but he should let them know their boundaries. However, in Nigeria, is all interwoven, so there's no clear-cut demarcation on whose job, on what job, and whose job it is. So this is where we are at the moment, and this thing is beginning to really eat deep into our judiciary system, and it is not funny at all. It's not funny because those who have worked hard, who are supposed to be, moving up in the cadre and getting all that they should get, are the ones being benched. Why those whose parents have been former chief justice and are the ones being placed at priority? And so what does this tell you? It means that you have to be loyal to a particular politician to be, and this is a very, very serious decay of, of rot in our system. This is corruption beyond words, where you will have to circumvent, you will have to bend to the rule in order for you to get an appointment that should be duly yours if due process is followed. However, in Nigeria, everything don't they get K-leg. And K-leg is not a straight leg. That's why there's polio vaccine. There is a lot of things to correct some of these issues. But in Nigeria today, we pride ourselves in some of the things that are the most wrong things to ever. We cannot even mention it outside. The international community is watching Nigeria and they shake their head when they think about our judiciary system. Trust is totally eroded. And for the people to even trust and say, oh, the Nigerian judiciary system has spoken, there are still some questions in their hearts, knowing fully well that justice has not been served. And so people are now in a position where they are neither here nor there, and they are finding it very difficult. They don't even know what to do. Should we serve? Should we not serve? Should we go here? Should we not go here? People are finding it's like walking on eggshell. And it's terrible. It's not the way to go. It's not good for our nation, for our democracy. It's not good in any way, form, or kind. Sadly, this is what we are experiencing. This is what we are seeing as a nation and as a people. And if truly, sincerely, truly speaking, we want to come off this very cadre of oppression and I will call it abuse that our nation is experiencing, we all will have to rise to it and ensure that we speak out like what we should and not be quiet. God bless. Bye for now.